Ladies and gentle weebs, my fellow flames of amethyst, welcome back to another video. My name is the Amethyst Abrams, and today we're going to be discussing how Wuthering Waves has ruined traversal for gacha games forever. Okay, Wuthering Waves has decimated and destroyed traversal and the expectations of traversal for all gacha games, and we're going to discuss and react to the reason why that is by reacting to Santontas's video. This is the best exploration in gacha games, but also it explains how Wuthering Waves' expectations for traversal has essentially ruined past gacha games' traversal and could potentially hinder the future traversal of gacha games. For open world gacha games, we have Neverness to Everness, we have Project Mugen, we have Azure Premilia, and I'm sure many more. So if their traversal systems are, if not on par or better than Wuthering Waves' traversal system, then maybe it could be a hindrance to your gameplay. I mean, we all know about Wuthering Waves' predecessor, Genshin Impact, where you climb. That's it. You climb. There's no running. There's no sprinting. There's no grapple hooking up the walls. There's none of that. Project Mugen looks like you can swing your way to victory, and Neverness to Everness has mobile vehicles like cars and bikes. It looks like they can dash and run up walls. So it looks like Wuthering Waves has set the standard for traversal, but it has also hindered past predecessing games like Genshin Impact's traversal. But we shall have a look and see what Santontas's video is about and what his opinion is. Go subscribe to this guy. He's actually really informative and really good about all things Wuthering Waves. I'll leave a link to his channel below. Go subscribe to him. And without further ado, guys, let's get into this.
This right here is probably the least used feature in Wuthering Waves. The ability to climb walls.
True.
There's nobody to blame here either, especially considering how many other forms of travel there are.
Even the fact that they're implementing echoes to basically guide you and accelerate your traversal in the overworld. Like, you can transform into the Inferno Rider, and for a good 5 seconds, it goes quite quickly. When you transform into the Inferno Rider, your speed is more than doubled than when you're sprinting, and it lasts for a good 5 seconds. So in 5 seconds, you can get quite far with the Inferno Rider's speed. So the fact that they have these implementations, obviously the grapple hook's another big thing as well. But anyway, let's continue.
Especially considering how many other forms of travel there are. It's clear for any person who's played more than 3 minutes of Wuthering Waves that the exploration and overworld navigation in this game is absolutely unparalleled.
Agreed.
And with every update Kuro has made to the game, they've only made it better, adding new features while limiting power creep across new character releases. But it certainly doesn't help that the only competition when it comes to exploration is everyone's favorite example of the sunk cost fallacy, Genshin Impact.
True. That's what I was talking about at the start of the video. We can't compare them to future gachas right now because we haven't got them. So the only solid tangible evidence and tangible competitor that we've got is Genshin Impact. And Genshin Impact traversal, unless you have certain characters in the game, which again are premium 5-star characters, and the likelihood of you getting those characters is depending on your luck or your wallet. And yeah, we all know how that traversal's like. The characters are fun to use. Arlecchino's fun to use. You have obviously that new character that's just come out that can actually basically grapple. So basically we have a 5-star character who can move like any character in Wuthering Waves with its grapple. But again, it all relies on your luck and or how deep your wallet is for these characters to come home to you on that game.
Tools and its overall player experience is so good that the industry leader within the gacha action RPG genre, with nearly 4 years of operation as a complete monopoly, is now copying these features completely.
True.
Don't believe me? You only have to take a look at every single limited character release since Natlan launched.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy?
Get off the screen. I hate ads so much. Hurry up and get off the screen. But it's true.
The thing
True.
is that each of the
every 5-star and 4-star character that I'm seeing in Natlan looks like they're taking a traversal system or something about movement. They're taking from Wuthering Waves or another gacha game that has announced it or shown it or teased it or yeah, like that kind of thing. And it looks like Genshin's like, we need that. We need that. We do need that.
These new
And these characters can start, you know, before people go, oh, but these characters takes months and months to develop. They might have started developing this before the release of Wuthering Waves. True. However, Wuthering Waves' CBT2 came out started in January. Okay, and the fact of the matter is that was an open beta, which means that the traversal system was implemented into that game for a long period of time before the open beta, the CBT2, not open beta, the CBT2 launched. So yeah.
features are individually locked to a single character, restricted to a single region, and perhaps most importantly of all, paywalled through their gacha. In Genshin Impact, you can get the same exploration experience as a single free Wuthering Waves character.
From the MC himself.
You just have to pull 3 limited 5 stars and stay in a
you're good. Yeah, all you gotta do, guys, all you have to do, it's not rocket science. So basically, spend your month's salary or spend your month's wages on Genshin Impact, like your whole month's wages, like even your savings, and you'll be able, for the small price of $1,000, you'd be able to get all 3 of these characters. I think that's a steal. I think that's a good deal. I think that's an insane deal.
And stay in a single region of the map. There's a reason why all of Genshin's new features mirror the tools that Wuthering Waves has had since launch. There's a reason why Kuro's updates have been focused on quality of life rather than new travel methods that are...
A lot of people do complain about the Wuthering Waves updates having... I was like, but where are we going to the new this? Where are we going to the new that? Why haven't we got this? Why haven't we got that? Because they're focusing on quality of life changes. They're not focusing on quality. Quantity. They're focusing on quality, and I think that means more to me as a Wuthering Waves player than just going, oh, we're giving you this character, oh, we're giving you this really cool this new world, but we need a fun way to traverse this world. Luckily, Wuthering Waves has already good implemented traversal systems and implemented exploration for these new worlds to be fun to explore, unlike another predecessing game.
Blatantly better than others. It's because Wuthering Waves, from its baseline systems all the way to its individual gadgets, has the best exploration in gacha gaming, and will likely hold that title for the foreseeable future. Today we'll be diving into why this is the case, breaking down what makes Wuthering Waves' exploration so fulfilling, why other developers are scrambling to integrate these features into the game, and how Wuthering Waves' new additions to exploration have been and will be better than their competitors, both in the...
I think they've got a very good head start. Like, look at Shorekeeper. You know, like he's probably going to talk about it now. Shorekeeper can turn into her a butterfly form, and she can basically fly around as long as you've got stamina. And she's very quick. I don't think she's as quick as Inferno Rider, but the difference isn't that big at all. And the fact that she can do this, again, makes traversal and exploration even more fun. You know, it's insane.
Present and the future. It's clear from the business practices seen.
But going back to my point of, if someone goes, oh, but it's like you said, it's locked to a premium character. True, but then you just get an Inferno Rider. Get the Inferno Rider, but the point is, there's traversal systems in this game, whether it be character related or echo related or grapple that's already in the base game, that allows you to move across the world in a more fun, dynamic, and interesting way. You know, that's the point. That's the point. Compared to other games like Genshin Impact, where everything requires stamina, and the only way to get these advanced traversal movement techniques is to get the brand new character. That's the problem.
On both sides.
Wuthering Waves has set a boundary here, and Genshin Impact has nowhere near hit that level of boundaries. Like, Wuthering Waves set the standard for traversal here. Genshin Impact is still here. They're slowly creeping up. However, they're using that creeping up as a way to release more characters for people to spend money on. That's the only way. Otherwise, it's still staying down here.
The company has a lot more respect for their players and their past expenditure than others.
True.
As always, if you're enjoying this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. One of the greatest parts of Wuwa's exploration is the fact that every single gadget or shortcut is available to every single character. It could be the grappling hook, the echo slotted into your active skill, or simply every character's default infinite out of combat stamina and their ability to run up walls. The fact of the matter is that regardless of who you've pulled or what team composition you're running in the overworld, you have a massive variety of tools available that can streamline your experience dramatically.
The ecosystems in the game, the amount of echoes in the game allow you to move, traverse, and do whatever you can in the overworld as much as in combat. Echoes are great for combat, obviously. There's buff, debuff, high damage dealing, healing echoes. But also in the overworld, when you're just exploring, you can use these echoes to, again, advance your traversal and your movement in the overworld just by exploring. They have such good uses.
No need at all to craft specialized parties that leverage built-in character abilities to do more than just sprint in the overworld until your stamina runs out. The end result is absolute freedom in who you play in the overworld. You don't feel like you're wasting your time or playing suboptimally by not slotting or owning the character. You're not pulling characters strictly for the massively improved experience they give you in the overworld. And the Kuro devs aren't using quality of life as FOMO to
that's cool.
banner sales.
Don't get me wrong, this is cool to see. Like even the depth of field, like depth of view or depth of field. Like I like what it looked like when it was grappling. Look at this.
Characters strictly for the massively improved.
It looks cool.
Experience they give you in the overworld.
And this looks very cool.
Devs aren't using quality of life as FOMO to.
This looks cool, but again, like Wuthering Waves has basically this implemented into the base game for free. You don't need a 5-star or 4-star character to do it.
Increase their banner sales. However, some characters do have slight advantages over others, like Jian's ability to close distance in the air, or Shorekeeper's slightly enhanced auto-collecting butterfly sprint.
Amazing feature, by the way,
these abilities are less efficient than the echo skills, which any character can equip that serve the same purpose.
My point.
Cyan Heron goes further than Jian and resets your air dodge, while the Inferno Rider's hold is a lot faster than Shorekeeper, and the auto-collection range of the Junrock is wider and completely automated. These character abilities are built.
They mine for you, by the way,
but they're objectively a worse version of what every character can already use.
We found Sprizzy.
But no. But what he's saying is correct. Like what he's saying is absolutely correct.
Complete polar opposite compared to another gacha title, where characters with no exploration mechanics built into their kit drive some of the most sluggish, unresponsive, and slow-paced experiences possible.
I do not miss this. I used to play Genshin a lot. I do not miss this at all. I do not miss this at all. Stamina needs to stop consuming. Sprinting needs to stop consuming stamina as well. That pisses me off.
As Genshin released more regions with absurd levels of verticality and hard to reach objectives, while conveniently releasing characters who could bypass all of these obstacles at the exact same time. The Genshin devs manufacture problems and sell the solution. They design their overworlds with the intention of creating inconvenience, annoyances, and frustration.
If there's a world, here's the thing. Here's how to fix this. If Hoyoverse releases a world like Natlan that clearly is a world that requires traversal and wide exploration, for free, give us a free 4-star character. If you don't want to give away your 5 stars, give away a free new 4-star character that has a traversal system implemented into their kit that allows you to explore these worlds at will for free in a more enjoyable light. That's what you need to do.
If you don't save the resources for or spend on the on-banner character. They region lock, time gate, and reset progression across every single helpful gadget in the game with each new area, requiring a massive amount of commitment and playtime to get anything close to a cohesive exploration experience, unless you decide to inconvenience yourself as a player even more and constantly.
This is pathetic. This is stupid. Look at this. Look how big this place is and the traversal. Look at this. That's crazy. You definitely know some of these chests and some of these items they've laid down are going to be either take ages to get to because of how big the map is, or they're going to be in places that require an extreme amount of stamina and thought process unless you have the 5-star characters.
Instantly alt-tab.
By the way, Natlan looks amazing, by the way. Natlan does look beautiful.
With the aid of third-party tools. Kuro, on the other hand, gives every single solution to the player or lets them grind those solutions through mobs in the overworld and unlocks an incredible number of helpful tools within hours.
All of these tools are some of the most useful shit in the entire game. The sensor, useful as hell. The grapple, it's like a bog standard. Everyone uses the grapple. Like the projector, very good. You can literally just like whack out an echo and let it do its job for you while you're also exploring, and then it will return to you if you get if you're too far away. The hover drone, which is a new one, allows you to no longer have to have a gun weapon character on your team. You could just use the hover drone to shoot the targets now. Like the waypoints to help you find chests and locate chests. Like the loot mapper as well, the same sort of thing. Like this game has just so much stuff. Quality of life stuff.
Of starting the game. Players gain immediate access to the grappling hook in the first 30 minutes. And amazing tools like the loot mapper and
that's not even cap. That's literally within the first 30 to 45 minutes of the game. Loot mapper, here we go.
Waypoints are only a few hours after that. This made the experience.
Yeah, and you can literally have a mobile teleportation point. So if you're in an area that you do eventually want to go to, I think it's 3 days. It lasts for. I think it's like a 3-day temporary teleportation. It could be more, could be less. But the fact of the matter is, if you're playing the game, you're like, oh, I want to come back here. Put that temporary thing down. That way, you know exactly where to go. You could just teleport there, and it's colored differently to the normal teleportation points, so you know where it is and know what it is.
In 1.0, but the devs streamlined it even further in future updates. They buffed the detection ability of the loot mapper to make chests even easier, added a hover droid shooter to streamline challenges in mining, and gave every player, regardless of who they had on their active team or on their roster, the ability to precisely locate resources in the overworld. That's a feature that the Genshin devs isolate to a single gacha character in a single region. And
is that Tainari? Is that Tainari? That's the only one that can do that. Again, like they've literally they've wallet locked it. It's a wallet lock. It's a wallet lock. It's literally locked behind your wallet. You know?
Massively player-unfriendly development trend you can identify across almost every new feature in the game. It's safe to say that almost every single part of exploration in Wuthering Waves
is superior.
Climbing,
it's superior.
Or looting materials is a better, more convenient experience for players compared to Genshin Impact. It's also safe to say that Genshin, with their inferior implementations,
yeah, like look at that. Natlan looks beautiful, by the way. That's one thing I will say. Natlan, like this looks so lively. I love the vibe here. I do want to explore Natlan, but I haven't played Genshin Impact since Arlecchino came out, and that was me jumping in very briefly, playing Arlecchino, played a little bit of her quest, realized it was just the cinematic that we watched just prior to a release, and then came off the game. I didn't even finish the quest because that's all it was. It was just her cinematic trailer in game form.
Implementations,
you know?
Also locks almost all of their features behind the gacha or a massive amount of progression,
yeah, wallet lock,
effectively gating quality of life for players, unless they pay with money or their time. There's a reason why the Wuthering Waves exploration experience feels a bit short. You're not actively struggling against the game's systems to get things to 100%. You're not artificially increasing your playtime by running out of stamina while scaling high cliffs.
That's bullshit as well. Look at that. That's anxiety.
Wisp from treasure compasses or waiting for its dreadfully long cooldown between chests.
Yeah, what?
What?
20 seconds to... No, I'm good.
To a third-party map because the built-in detection systems are completely
garbage. What the fuck? You have to go on a certain website to find that shit. Get in the bin. Garbage, exactly.
Resets to collect ascension materials for your characters, as the developers actually respect your time and don't make the requirements absolutely absurd. You're doing all of these things in Genshin Impact. You're spending more time waiting for cooldowns or simply navigating the game's convoluted overworld mechanics that are designed to sell characters and inflate your.
The game still looks good though. Oh, hello, Jesus Christ. The game looks good.
All of these player degrading.
Visually, the Genshin's still a very beautiful and pretty game, and it does entice me to want to get back into it. But I know what the game still is at its core, and I'm just not interested.
Mechanics at full play across the entirety of Natland. The main reason for Wuthering Waves' stellar exploration experience is the fact that Kuro Games respects their players. They have enough confidence in their baseline game and systems that they don't need to bundle improvements with new character releases.
She's hot.
They instead build those improvements into the default experience. What that means in the long run is that Wuthering Waves is only going to get better, especially in exploration, regardless of who you pull or when you pull. You won't be locked out of new features unless you whip out your credit card. You don't have to commit a massive amount of time to simply unlock the features that make the game playable. It's crazy what happens when the devs focus on making a good game instead of a good revenue stream. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please hit that
great
like
video,
and
buddy.
subscribe button.
I've already liked it. It's already liked anyway. Like, I've already liked the video. Great video. Great video. But there you go. There you have it. Like, honestly, everything that you said is just factual information. Like, the traversal and the quality of life in Wuthering Waves is just better than Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact has good world design, good character design. The story at times is really, really good. But again, the story has massive flaws as well. And the fact that a lot of the really cool prime features and the juicy features that people want is wallet locked and locked behind the gacha, where Wuthering Waves is giving it to you from day one launch, to me just makes Wuthering Waves that much better. Just that much better. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I hope you enjoyed me rambling on over Saint Tontas. Again, go subscribe to Saint Tontas. Great content creator. Makes really good Wuthering Waves videos and gacha videos in general. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Take it easy.